The Omicron variant is supposed to be a lot milder than the Delta variant when we're talking about COVID-19. So everybody's asking, how did you get so sick? Here's how. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed yet, this would be a great time to do so. I was diagnosed with the coronavirus, or COVID-19, in December, but we have some pretty hard evidence that my immune system was out of whack a little before that. In fact, in November. But it really started back at the end of September. I was diagnosed with a lump in my breast, had tons of tests, saw multiple doctors, surgeons, and so forth, and at the end of October, the 26th, I had to have a lumpectomy, partial mastectomy. So tons of things going on during that time that would lower my immune system, lots of stressful situations, fundraiser, and so forth. Fast forward 3 weeks later, we are getting ready to go on a much needed vacation. Plans were we would go on vacation, we would come back, and my husband's next day off, we would get the booster shot because we were vaccinated, but we had not gotten the booster shot yet. What happened was that gave us the really red flag that something was up with my immune system. The day before we went on vacation, my incision opens up, went to the emergency room, got that fixed. This is 3 weeks after having surgery. So that tells us something was screwy with my body's healing. Went on vacation the next day, and on vacation we saw my husband's father and his wife, and we saw my daughter and her husband. A few days after we got back, my husband got exposed to someone who came into his office, was not wearing a mask, walks in, doesn't give my husband time to put his mask on, and he is coughing and sneezing. On the day that we were supposed to get our booster shot, we are having tests done because my husband is sick with none other than the Omicron variant. And the folks that we saw on vacation, none of them got sick. So we suspect strongly that my husband got it at work. A week later, I am sick. So what do we think happened to make me so sick? My husband was down for about a week and a half, and I'm long COVID. So we know that back in October, my body was not healing well, meaning something was wrong with my immune system. Also, I have asthma and I have diabetes. Neither one of those are things that you want to play with. The asthma with me is like the critical thing because I've been hospitalized just for asthma. We knew it would be rough if I ever got COVID, so that's why we worked so hard to be vaccinated. The other thing is, I was diagnosed in December, but in January the previous year, that's when I got my first shot. So I think that it was a combination of the exposure, the surgery, the stress that I was under, and my pre-existing conditions. But a YouTuber also pointed out something else, and that is my husband had a one-off exposure. I was living with him, and I was in a COVID crock pot, as he called it. And that might have something to do with it too, because it was a almost 24-hour day exposure. Even though we were trying to social distance, I still got it. Now, I was taking vitamin B, vitamin C, and vitamin D, and probably those helped, but not enough to keep me from being a long-haul COVID patient. I know that a lot of you are looking for stories about the journey of the actual COVID patients. I do have a playlist, which I'm going to link down in the box below. Also, I've got a couple of videos on like the out-of-pocket costs that we've had for COVID and about the virtual hospital in the circles up above. Of course, it's all my experience. It's not medical advice. Thanks for following my journey. I will invite you to subscribe if you haven't already done so. And don't forget to give me a like because that really helps me out with those algorithms. Take care, stay well, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.